Hello, everyone. How are you on this fine Thursday evening? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic, and I hope you had a marvelous day, and I hope, sincerely, you had a great week so far. Friday coming, Friday night, and I just got paid. Oh, that's the wrong beat. Well, anyway, you know what this is about? This is about the Diddy files. So before we go in, let's just talk. Oh, before I go in, my little sunflowers, please, we know that we do this and really nobody really calls in. We get it. But nevertheless, you are free to come in and you are free to please ask questions. Well, don't ask us questions, but you're free to give your opinion. It is much welcome. Now, so like I said, we don't really have no set time to go live. We just said, let's go live.
Yes,
We've never
did.
been live at night. This is our first time. So let's welcome to live, right?
Yes.
And with that being said, just a couple of days ago, Wendy Williams spoke.
I'm surprised.
She came from nowhere and she said these words. It's about time when it came to the Diddy. I mean, it's so funny because his name is the Diddler, but
Yes.
we call him the Diddy. So it's like the Diddler. Now, I noticed that there are people coming out of the woodworks all. They say that it's sort of boys coming out, and they say that that it's about what 120 or 1,000. I don't know.
I think it's 1,000 accusers.
In my mind, okay, I'm asking you questions because remember, we are dealing with the ethical part of it. Mm-hmm. So you may not agree with some of the things I say, but I'm trying to be ethical. What do you mean? I'm trying to be fair. In a situation that the world says that a man stands condemned already. They say he stands condemned without a trial. Mm-hmm. They said after they seen that beating with, what's her name?
Cassie,
it was like they threw the book at him. So it's like he's a condemned man based on what we heard,
yes,
and a bit of what we seen. Mm-hmm. Okay? So taking that, I may say some things that are disturbing, but I'm only looking at it from a moral point of view. Like what I feel, let me be clear. I say this over and over. I want everyone involved to get their just reward. Male, female, boy, or girl, with reason and according to the law.
Yes.
I don't want them mistreated, but we have a law system for criminals.
Yes.
So let the law do the law and be fair. Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of that, like I said, Wendy Williams came out and said that, about time. Wendy, it was so good to hear from you.
Yes.
Now, with that being said, I also heard this. Now, I said this, but I didn't know that it was true. Okay. And I still don't. And everything we say, let me say from the cup, allegedly.
Yes.
Okay. So I heard that one of the reasons that Ben Affleck wanted to let her go as soon and as abrupt as it was, because it got to, this is what I heard. Yes. It got to the other Jennifer. The other Jennifer knew what was going on and was telling Ben mm-hmm. who's hearing these things, which I said this, didn't I?
Yes.
That it became stressful. And dealing with this became stressful, and so it hurried their divorce. He didn't feel safe. She was like a plague. I'm adding to it, but I heard that this is one of the reasons why he wanted out. He wanted no parts of B. Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't need this. I don't want this. This is not, nope. And this is what he parted from. Mm-hmm. Baby Crone, you want to say something while I take care of my lips a little bit?
Yes, just like you said, it honestly makes sense. Jennifer, that's why we seen Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner hanging out some more, mm-hmm. because obviously
negotiating their divorce.
Yep. And Jennifer Garner being the nurturing one she is when Ben is going through his moments, maybe that's why Ben was like, I was temporarily insane when I married you.
I didn't, and apparently, from what I understand, he didn't know to the degree she was embedded in this. So according to Word on the Curve and what I heard is that was the reason. And because of that, he want no parts of it, and I don't blame him. And I think it was probably Jennifer Garner who said, I don't want my children around it. This is not. I would have felt that way. Yeah. And I would have said, I want a divorce because I know, because remember, Hollywood knows. Hollywood knew about this before we did. We know that because they said that Kim Kardashian got the phone and deleted him before it even happened, the day before. So therefore, Hollywood knows. Hollywood knows it all. And besides, so many people been to the parties. Yes. So now let's just go in. Now, after that, I heard that about Jennifer Lopez. And to me, she's an accessory to a crime. It ain't no way she carried the weapon, I heard. Okay. Everything we say is based on what we heard. Yes. So this is allegedly. And we're hearing the same things you're hearing. But one thing for sure that we all can attest to, at least over here on the East Coast. Yes. At least on the East Coast. I can say this. We already heard these stories about Diddy. We already heard about the parties, the freak off. I heard about this stuff back in the 90s. I didn't believe it, of course, early 90s. I heard when he was coming up the ranks. I mean, when, I don't want to say he, when it was like Method Man, Biggie. I mean, because they was on the East Coast. Biggie. I mean, remember I told you I went to their show. So it was Biggie. It was a lot of them. Redman. It was so many, and it was like a bunch of them. And so they were rising up in the ranks of gangsterism. They was rising up then. And Diddy had a name because back in the East Coast, he was one that could throw a party. He was the one who threw that big thing at the college. So he was a promoter from the jump. And then he would be the MC, and he would MC it all, and the rappers would come out. It would be spectacular. I know he was making money back then. And so they were all together. So for Biggie and Tupac and what's his name? The light-skinned big boy. You don't know him. Big boy, you know what? Heavy D. All of them, when Heavy D left, I was so sad because I had a crush on Big. I had Heavy D. I just call him Big Boy because I had a crush on him. But I felt like his death just never made sense to me. Okay. It just never did. Because I think I heard, now I don't know, I heard that he died of a heart attack. Of complications, heart attack. And I knew that he was big, but he wasn't that big. You know, he wasn't a monster big. He was tall, he was big, he was cute, you know, and the way he would rap. But anyway, all these people from the past and coming all the way up to the present. Here's an old one from the past that just been revealed. I just heard this. Ashton Kutcher and his wife. Yes. What's her name? As good as I know her life. Mina Coolidge? Mina Coolidge, whatever her name is. She left him because of the scandal that he was involved with Diddy in the 90s. Okay, so they're coming out. They are. They're coming out. And with that being said, we also have Jaguar Wright. Oh, Lord, help us. Take us near the cross. Yes, Jaguar Wright, calm and her best speaking language. Yes. With her elegance and her pose, she's slinging names from here to China. I mean, she's singing names and she's naming folks. Yes. Okay. She has no problem mentioning Beyonce. Nope. No problem. Understanding that I heard that Jay-Z and Beyonce are their names are being made mud. However, I did hear on the dish that Beyonce whiskey is making big money. Baby Crone heard that she's going to be in the what?
Yes, for the Grammys, she's going to be in the country category with Cowboy Carter.
Well, that's their country. And let me just sidebar for a second. Since she's all cooked up with the Diddy files and being slammed with her husband, allegedly, I don't understand why for you all out there, this is not about Beyonce. This is about the public. Why do you care whether Beyonce get an award or not? It's like you all living your lives through Beyonce. She get award, we get award, we all get award. No, she don't know you. I don't understand that loyalty.
You're right. It is a weird kind of loyalty. It definitely has a name for it. Maybe not that exact type of loyalty, but the fact that they feel like they know Beyonce, related to Beyonce, just feel like they all in Beyonce's lives. It's because social media has created what they call a parasocial relationship, which means you think you know these celebrities because they're sharing what they choose to share of their lives with you. So you rally and you're just like, yeah, I know Beyonce. I know how she feels. She gets this award. I got this award.
And it's like, if Beyonce don't get another award, she's blessed. It's like what is this?
The Beehive?
No,
the Grammys.
The Grammys said, that's okay. The country people didn't give it to you, but you know what? We're going to give it. This is ridiculous to me.
It is.
This is so childish.
Yes.
This is, and you know what? To be honest, I haven't heard Beyonce say nothing about an award, honestly. But I heard you all.
Yes.
I don't think Beyonce didn't really promote her record. No. It was here, and it was here for about a month or two. It was just as it came, it was gone.
Just like that.
It wasn't even here for a whole season.
No.
It was here and gone. I guess when Beyonce, the country people said, look, you ain't country.
Yes.
You ain't country. You ain't hanging with us. You're not country. So if you're not country,
don't try to be country.
What did that guy say?
Yes, I have his exact quotes right
here. How do you know if people coming in or not?
It says that we have 3 viewers. But his name was Luke Bryan, and he had said if you're going to make country albums,
talking to Beyonce,
yes, come into our world and be country with us.
And it's so funny because people feel as though, well, Beyonce is from Texas. Just because you Texas don't make you country. I'm from Maryland. Don't make me the South. It is the beginning of the South. It is the South. It is a Southern state. But it doesn't make you country. You know what I'm saying? She's from the South, but it doesn't make her country like that. It just makes her Texan. She's a Texan, you know? So, and she has her dialect, but I don't know. People figure like because you come from the South, you got to be country. That's not true. Florida is the South.
Yeah, that is true. And they don't get clumped in with the Southerners.
They don't get clumped in with Southerners. So why is that?
I don't know.
So anyway, back to Piers Morgan and Jaguar Wright. Baby Crone, do you want to talk on this?
Yes. Quickly. Before we do that, I just wanted to say that somebody did make a comment.
Let's read their comment. Always read comments.
Yes. Hello. It was somebody named etc. And they said, hi. Hello. They said, this is a live. Are you guys doing readings? I don't want to sound rude.
No, not at all. No, I wasn't doing any readings. What did they want a reading of?
I'm not sure what they would like a reading
of. What would you like a reading of?
Yes. A personal reading.
A personal reading?
Oh, no, I was saying like a personal reading just in case they maybe like wanted to suggest like a
celebrity. I don't know. They hear us, right?
Yes, they
do. Are they responding?
We just have to wait for them to respond.
Yeah, just what kind of reading are you looking for? When I go live, I'm open.
That's true.
I'm open. I will switch and go because I'm live. I'm not on a schedule, you know. So this is live, and what will be. What happens because it's nothing we could do about it, right?
Right.
So if you tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell you if I can accommodate.
What kind of personal reading would you like?
They said of course.
Yes. What is your question? Okay, we're just waiting for them to say what their question is. We always love for you guys to
No
comment,
matter
please.
what, I am a spiritual reader.
Mhm.
And so if anybody out there just need a reading, I will stop and give a reading.
Yes, we will.
Because we can go back to the Diddy files.
Yes.
Right?
We can always talk about Diddy.
But if somebody, because when people want a reading, that's because they need help with something.
Mhm.
They confused, they perplexed, they need guidance. So why would I put that off?
Right.
We know Diddy is in jail waiting his trial date, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's definitely waiting.
So what's her question? Ask him, does she want to call in?
Yes, would you like to call in? The call-in number is right down below.
Yeah, and then that way you can speak to me ear to ear and see me, and
Yes.
I won't see you. You don't have to report your name, but you can tell me what you want, and you can talk to me, and that way it's easier on Baby Crone.
Yes. They did ask their question. They did say, my roommate does not like me.
Ooh.
I need to know, what is the deal with that, and will it get better, because I can't switch my roommate.
Ask this person to call me because I have a question. I have questions. I'm not going to put you through the talking. Ask them, are you willing to call in, please, so we can talk through this thing. Mm-hmm. You want an answer. So if you want a real good answer, talk to me, because it's like, I got a question, and I don't want Baby Crone to have to sit up there and read all this information when you could just call and talk. Okay? Are they willing to call?
I'm not sure yet.
Nobody has to know your name. Mm-hmm. If you're in the house and the roommate is there, go into the closet, the bathroom. What they said?
They said, I think I can. I'm kind of running low on time. LOL.
Okay. I have if you was at a reader and you went and you paid your money and you sit and you talk to a reader, and you really paying your money. Let's say you pay $50-$80. You're sitting down and you talking to a reader and you say, I want to know if there she goes.
That startled me.
There it is. Go ahead. Yes. Thank you for making the time so I can really get you an answer.
Hello?
Yes. So I have a question. My question is, what happened between you and your roommate?
To be honest with you, I don't really know. We were cool at first, but then she just started having a really bad attitude towards me.
What happened?
No,
don't think about what you did. When you think back at this, I want to go in the room. You want me to help you, and I want to psychically go in for you and see what's wrong. But I need your help. I promise. But I need your help. I'm going to read the cards, but I'm a psychic and I really feel like there is something going on. So help me as much as you can. When you went back and you think back to that day, and when you realized she was angry, what transpired? Were y'all out? What transpired? Were y'all talking? What happened that you noticed that there was a change?
So the first time there was a change, she had moved my belongings, and she put it's, I know it may be a little small, but she put my backpack on the floor, and I had a problem with that because my wallet was in there, and I don't like my wallet on the floor. And so sometimes I do put my purse and my backpack and stuff on the floor, but not when my wallet is in there. So I put it on our desk chair, and when I came back, first time, she did it twice, and I asked her, because I know I wasn't crazy. I was rushing out the door, and then I'm like, okay, I always leave my backpack on the chair. And first time I asked her, I was like, hey, did you move my stuff? She told me she didn't know. And so I let it go, because I'm like, okay, I was rushing. I may have left it on the floor by accident. So the second time around was when I noticed the change, and I asked her, and I knew for sure I left my backpack on the chair. And I asked her, did you move my stuff? She said, yes, I did. She was like, because I don't want your stuff on my back while I'm
there it is.
down. I'm like, girl, what? Like, huh? She was like, I was like, girl, it's a backpack. She was like I said, I don't want my stuff on me while I'm sitting. I don't want your stuff on me while I'm sitting down. She like got really aggressive with me and hostile.
Wait a minute, hold on. There's a lot you're saying. I think you're saying a lot. Now you want me to be honest with you, right?
Yes.
Because you asked me why. I'm about to go in a second because I'm feeling this thing. But before I go in, I really, really want you to open up your heart, open up your mind. And even if it's not true to you, I want you to look at it as a possibility.
I'm scared.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to look at the truth or look at something that can help you. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay. She told you what her problem was. She picked up your backpack the first time and she put it on the floor because she didn't want to tell you because she didn't want to hurt your feelings. You not picking up on her clues. This is no big thing. My wallet and my money is in here, so I'm putting my backpack here. I have one question. Whose chair was it? Was it your chair, her chair, or was it a mutual chair? Truth.
We're supposed to share.
Okay. But it doesn't sound that way. It sounds like it was her chair.
That's my problem.
Okay.
That's my problem with her. She acts like she's the only one in the room. Like, girl, you're not the only one in the room.
So is this like a dorm or is this an apartment?
A dorm.
Okay, I'm getting to it. Okay, so what I see here is you're finicky. And she's finicky. In that sense, you two are too alike. You like things your way and she's like things her way. So it's not about anybody right or wrong in this. It's that y'all both showing attitude over something that's very trivial. And I think that it's gotten out of hand because y'all don't talk. And it must be very uncomfortable in a small space to have this kind of tension. Am I right?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
And if you go ahead.
I'm fine with her not acknowledging me. I'm at the point where it's like, because there has been other things that happened. I'm at the point where it's like, girl, you don't have to talk to me. It's just I don't like your attitude, and I've never ever talked to her that way. That's my thing. It's like I'm confused. I'm like, what happened? Cause like
what happened was you took offense when she put your bag on the floor. You snapped on her. You did.
I did not.
You did. You said, wait a minute.
I had to.
Okay.
I had to very nicely.
No, you thought you asked her very nicely. But remember, you said this is the second time. So the second time you put it there deliberately to see what would happen. That's what you said. Am I right? Come on. Did you not? Tell the truth. Come on. Let's get to it. I'm in the room. It looks like I'm taking up for her, but I'm not. But I have to play aside because I got to tell you what I'm seeing in her. She felt offended. She felt offended that you kept doing it. You did do it because you was just trying to check and see, is she putting my bag on the floor? That's where you was coming from. She was coming from, she's just trying to annoy me. She's just trying to start something. Y'all both are uptight and y'all both don't trust. This is a matter of just really getting around and really sitting down and talking to her. But right now, you don't want to talk to her. You don't like her. You done gotten mad over this trivial thing. Am I right?
I've tried.
When is the last time you tried?
First time I tried was when I confronted her about putting my belongings on the floor.
Well, that wasn't good because she was y'all was in a feud at that point. In that point, you tried to talk to her, but that wasn't the best time. I mean, did you ever go back and try to talk to her and say, look, we got to share rooms together. You know, can we fix this?
No, she has an attitude problem.
I believe you. I have no doubt about it. So you're saying she is not even a person you can reason with?
I mean, can you repeat the question?
I'm trying to figure out, before I pull cards, I want to know, is she a person that you feel as though you can reason with? If you say, nope, I don't feel, no, I can't reason with her. She just give me attitude, whatever. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but tell me.
I mean, I could, but I don't
See,
feel comfortable. I don't know how I could.
you just say, can we talk?
Because anytime I do talk to her, because sometimes we need to work together to clean, you know? And even though when I do talk to her, there's always still like tension, or she's always very standoffish, there's an attitude, you know? Very much so how I'm talking to you like this. This is how I talk to her. I talk to her very proper, very nice. Despite how I feel about her, yes, I don't like her and I don't want to talk to her. I don't want her to ask me for anything. Despite how I feel about her, I'm still the bigger person when I interact with her. I still present myself in a proper way.
Listen to me. Listen. I believe everything you're saying, but you have energy. I could not like my daughter. I could not like her. She's going to pick up I don't like her.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hide that. That's energy. I don't care how nice I come off. She's just going to see me as just coming off as just being sarcastic. She's not going to respect me because she already know I don't like her. You already spoke it. You don't like her. So you can't say I don't like her, but I show her respect. You don't. You don't. You don't show her respect. And this is not about her because I know she ain't showing you none either. But she's not calling in. I'm here to help you to get a better grip because this is what you said. You said, I can't move out now. I can't find another roommate. So this is at the first of the year. So y'all got a couple of months together. Or when can you switch out?
I do. Yeah.
When can you switch out on your roommate thing? When can y'all at least change? In December, January? Or is it for the whole year?
The whole time.
You know you in a pickle, right?
Yes.
You know you in a pickle and you don't want to take my advice, right? So what I see here for you, I see strength. I think that you're going to have to just, when I say strength, that means inner strength, not outer strength. Inner strength, meaning I'm going to have to be a better person for me. In other words, I can't get rid of this woman. I don't need this affecting my life because sooner or later when you're around negativity, it starts pulling in other areas of your life because it's energy and energy moves. And so if an atmosphere is negative, the whole atmosphere gets charged with negative energy. So somebody, and it has to be you because you're the spiritual one, because you're seeking help. My advice to you is, I tell you to write some sage, but that won't work because you're really going to be offended. So I can't tell you to do that, but can you get some frankincense and light some frankincense, maybe? Like some really nice scented frankincense and maybe change the atmosphere. Can you try that?
I can't burn anything here.
Okay, you can't. Can you get a diffuser where you could just plug it in and get some frankincense or myrrh and put it in a container and let it burn through the room?
Yes, I can do that.
Because frankincense is, it's like, I think it's frankincense. Yeah, frankincense, I think it's one that cleanses the atmosphere. Okay? And what I want you to do is, I just think that you need to just turn your back on this a little bit. In other words, don't give it no play. Don't give it no negativity. Don't waste your energy on it. Don't look at it like I hate it, I like it. You're going to have to be the star in this.
You said that I would get offended by what you're saying. How so? I can take it. I can take it. That's myself. I can take it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to say anything bad, but sometimes when you tell people about the negative part that they're doing, they get offended. But you didn't get offended. because you have a part in this too. Although you don't think you do, you really do.
I do? Oh my.
You do, because you deliberately put your book bag back at the same place when you knew she didn't want it there. You put it back there to test her to see, wait a minute, did this girl really, you did that.
No. I don't put it there anymore because I don't want
No, you didn't. No. You said that you put it there again to see, and you said she moved it again. And that's when you confronted her. Is that not what you said?
I understand, Lady Crone.
Oh, but am I right? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if we're going to get to the bottom, we got to look at what we played in it, even if it's a tiny fault. Is somebody in the room?
Hello?
Yes, I need your background to be a little quiet so I can hear you.
Yes, I'm running very low on time.
Okay. Did this?
I really appreciate it.
You
really do. I
right.
can catch the playback if you have anything else to say.
I will, but I want you to be the star in this, the bigger person, because you're stuck there. So you're going to have to figure it out how you're going to get along and not agitate her ever. Just be a bigger person because y'all got time. And one thing that when people are wrong, they can't take it when you're nice, because she might just move if you just not be nice, but don't be so cold and shut off. Just work on it. Try. Be the star. Turn your back on the negativity and draw on the strength within yourself. And that's my read. Was that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, here it is. Be the star of the situation. In other words, be the bigger person, right? Turn your back on that negativity and I don't like her. Just walk, just don't even deal with that. It doesn't add to the flame.
Right.
Burn your frankincense, not burn it, but a diffuser, diffusing, and draw on your inner strength. Draw on your inner strength. Is there anything you want to add? Say yes, baby. You're a teenager. You're a young woman. You in college. What would you suggest? And I know it's hard when you have to share a room with people you don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, go.
All right, I gotta turn this volume down.
No, I wouldn't be able to hear.
Okay, it startles me.
Hello?
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to, I'm not sure, I'm watching from YouTube.
Yes. Go ahead. You're on YouTube. You're live.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
To both of you.
Hello.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Sure.
So for tomorrow, my fiance is going through a situation, so I just wanted to ask, do you see a positive outcome moving forward?
Is it a court case?
Yes.
Okay. I have a question for you. I want to go in, but I need your help. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, whatever I say, you may not like what I have to say, but I'm going to go in, but I'm going to need your help and I need you to be honest. Okay?
Of course.
Okay. I don't know the crime or the circumstances that your fiance is in, but you do. And what I want to ask you right now, and I'm going to go in, do you think do you think he will beat the charges, or do you think you're nervous? What do you think right now?
I believe he will beat the charges because I believe, is struggling with mental illness.
Mm-hmm. And you think that the court is going to find favor because of that?
Yes.
Has that been proven?
So far, everything's moving forward, yes.
And so he have mental ailments. Can I ask you this?
Well, it's not like the doctor hasn't proved it, but it's coming across as that.
No.
It has never been.
I want to ask you a question personally. It's personal. May I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Don't be offended. I just asking, okay?
Yes.
How did you get involved with someone with mental ailment?
So I don't believe me personally, I don't believe it is, but I think it's unresolved trauma.
Okay. And you found out about it. You was dating this person. How long in the relationship when it started to rear its head that you realized this person had trauma?
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat that for me?
When
Yes,
when within the relationship did you start to notice that he might have mental ailment?
when he was struggling to resolve particular situations, and I could see how he was coping, he's a smoker.
When you say a smoker, do you mean cannabis or cigarettes?
Smoker.
Like cigarettes?
Cannabis.
Oh,
Yeah,
cannabis.
well, cannabis.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you knew then. And how long were y'all in a relationship when this happened?
Well, this recently happened. We're engaged, so it recently happened.
How long you been engaged? And that's my last question for now.
Yeah. So we've been engaged. It's pretty long engagement, but it's also my choice. There's no rush. So it's, I would say, going on 17 years now.
You've been in a relationship with this man for 17 years?
Correct.
You've been in this relationship for 17 years. He has mental issues. He's got a case pending. You hoping that he could get off?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I started noticing some signs, but he's busy working, things like that. So when I started noticing some little things here and there off, and then now with this situation, so far we've been moving forward with it, and everything seems to be going as it should. And then tomorrow is when he goes in to plead again. So
Here we go. I see a page of cups. As far as the heart, I see something coming towards him. I see the Knight of Pentacles. On the right of the working hand, what's coming in? Woo, child. I see the Knight of Wands. Look up what two wands means for me real fast. What two knights. Okay. And I see two knights. And above, I see the World card. Okay. Usually when the World card comes up, but that's in the head. That's in the head era. That's in the era where you're hoping and you're thinking and you're hoping that he'll get out. Here at the bottom, I see justice shows up. So if justice show up and the World card show up and he's in the middle as the boy, as delusional, as having issues and kind of like not emotional, what is it?
Two knights represents competing for seekers' attention.
Okay, so we definitely see that. Okay, mm-hmm. So when you had this argument, when he got in trouble, was it over you at all?
No.
Okay.
Had nothing to do with me.
Okay, so it didn't have nothing to do with you. Did it have something to do with someone else?
No, it had to do with him compulsively doing something, and yeah.
I don't need to know what it is, because the reason why I asked, because I have two knights coming towards him. Two knights. One is standing still and the other one is moving. Above the head, it looks like he will get off. But because of the knights coming, it looks like it. Just from where I am, when justice show up in a reading, it always show up as that you're going to beat something. So, I'm sorry, she's saying something?
What?
Did you say excuse me?
No, I believe it because, when you think about crimes and charges, you think of those who actually need to be in there. And because this has never happened and never, this could be, us that now needing to get some help for him. You know, I won't.
And maybe that's what's blocking him in. That help is coming. I do see help coming on one.
I believe that.
And I see on the other end that it's there for him. On one end, it's like coming in,
Right.
the help is coming. And on the other end, I see someone standing there like a gift saying, it's here for you. It's healing for you. Help is for you. That's coming.
Yeah,
That's what I see. And that's on the heart side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Above their head, I do see the wreath. I see this, and I see whenever that shows up, that means it's a good outcome. When justice show up, it's not upside down, and neither one was upside down. It's a good outcome to whatever way it goes tomorrow. I hope it goes in his favor. But my cards are saying that this look like this is going to be in his favor. Some kind of way it's going to benefit him.
Yeah. I don't know, you know, some different things happened. I don't believe it at the end or be all. I believe there was a reason for this to happen so you could sit down and finally get the help that he needed.
Absolutely. That's what I
know
see.
It sounds kind of crazy, you know, long-term relationships, but, you know, at this time, we were too young, you know, we were just kids, so.
Right. It's just amazing that you all been in a relationship so long, and that my heart honestly go out to you, that you have the patience and the tenacity to deal with mental ailment. Mental ailment destroys relationships, no matter how bad, especially traumas. And because you standing in this relationship with great love, and even to this end of not knowing the outcome, I commend you. You are a wonderful girlfriend. He should be blessed to have you. He should know, wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Yeah, every time we were move forward in marriage, it's like something always came in, you know, different things like, you know, so
you just wasn't ready. It's not that nothing came in. It's not that something came in. It's just that you knew it wasn't that. It's just that you knew it wasn't right. Follow your heart. And don't you make a move until it feels right. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Well, you see what the cards say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else?
No, those were some good readings.
Okay. Now, briefly, since we got off of the Diddy, but that's okay, because I like that, okay? And if anybody out there you want a reading, here, I will come on. I love doing it, so I don't matter. But as long as you're willing to talk to me so we can get to the bottom line of this.
Yes, if you could, etc., could you just call back in? They said that they had another question.
Sure.
Yes.
I was just shuffling up the card.
No, we don't have a Cash App. We have a PayPal though. If you would, do I actually have a link? Here's our PayPal right across the screen right here. If you have a PayPal.
Oh, let them come. Don't do that.
I'm not. No, I'm going to turn this down a little.
No, I need it.
Hello.
Hey, Crones.
Hey. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I was just watching you guys. I was like, oh, okay, I like this. Y'all doing really good.
I got something to say, but I don't want you to feel offended.
Yes.
I don't want you to feel offended. This is all in the cards, right?
Yeah.
This all in the cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who you are. I got something to say, but I don't want you to feel offended.
What's up?
You moving up in them numbers.
Yeah.
You moving up in them numbers, girl. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
It ain't nothing but the Most High.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. I said, wait a minute, we were neck and neck. I'm like, she done rolled up. Huh?
No, but it's more or less like, it's the celebrities, right?
Yes.
I don't be wanting to do celebrities on YouTube, but it's like they force it. They keep contacting me and they want me to put it on there.
Do it. But you're growing, and I'm so proud of you. And I said, she's doing it. She's growing. She's growing. I'm like tweaking along. I'm doing all this hard work. I mean, I'm at night going live, and she up there like, I'm almost at 3,000. I'm like, girl, you better go on. I'm so proud of you, honestly. You're my motivation. I'm like, oh my God, because when you're watching these analytics, I don't know anybody. So I'm like, her and we got to say, she rolling. She rolling.
You know what? It's been a while. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been on YouTube since 2020, right? 2020.
Right, that's right, because you was on before us. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so before I was just doing the tarot, just doing the tarot like everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's kind of like the more I elevated in reference to my spirituality, I had to shift some things.
Okay.
Right?
That's what we're doing now.
And so I started getting into doing a little bit more in reference of the true crime, right? And so from the back end of that was to save souls and to help those out there that don't have a voice, right? So it was more of me pushing my page to that. But on the other part of that, it was that some of the stars, right, they get wrapped into the true crime as well.
Right.
So with me, I pushed out that I think it was the Rich Homie Quan guy.
Okay.
18,000 views on just his video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I did that, I said, okay, they want to, and then all of a sudden, all these people started contacting me about the rappers and stuff. And I'm like, it brings a different crowd. I'm not used to that. I'm still a spiritual being over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, what I can say to you, don't lose yourself. Don't sell yourself out, because in the end, you're not going to be happy. You have to mix it. You have to blend it. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Don't sell yourself out.
That's what I do. I mix it up.
Mm-hmm.
I still keep, the tarot. I still keep the zodiac. I do verdict and truth sidereal. So
right.
I keep that. And then I mix a lot in, right? So
right.
I have Patreon. So I have a whole nother platform that I really push out the celebrity stuff over there.
Okay.
So
okay.
From time to time, I got to splash it on YouTube so I can get the numbers up over there. So I'm just dibbling.
You doing it, girl?
She got it.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous in a good way.
You guys, I was like, look at them doing a live on a weeknight.
You know what? Because we just throwing things against the wall. This is what I get. I get my content is good. Like my content is good, but I don't get the views. The thing is, at the end of the month, let's say I pull up and let's say I got 80 views. Just a low number. But then let's say in 3 weeks, it could say I had 300 views.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they calculate that.
Yeah, I don't need that. And then they play with the numbers. So
okay.
I'm discouraged because sometimes you can look and see and like my numbers will be high on one video and then the next thing you know it's low on another one, like too low. Like y'all playing with the numbers. There's no possible way. But a lot of people say that.
Right.
So don't get discouraged. Stay focused and, just continue to do it. You'll creep up. But like I said, I'm just finally, which I'm okay because
you're good.
With me though, it's like I'm comfortable where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
YouTube don't pay my bills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I do this from my heart, right?
Right.
Things like that, I just look at it as like an accomplishment. Like I said, my goal was to get to 2,000. So when I got to 2,000, I'm good.
You're going to go further than 2,000. You're going to go further than that, sweetheart. Trust me. We follow you. We thumb you up. We follow you, of course. And I like your work.
Yes.
And most of all, I like the way your page is, how you have it all written and everything. I like that. I told Baby Crone, you need to take a look at her page because she's got it organized. Use it as a guidelines. Did I not say? Yes, I did.
Baby Crone, she got it going on because she younger than me. I'm in my 40s. I don't know how to put all the pictures and I don't know how to do all of that.
Trial and error. We've been doing it now for 2 years.
Keep it simple and keep it moving and get the content. That's what it is, right? But I love you guys.
We want you to know we are so proud of you. We thank you for supporting us. When I say jealous, I don't mean it in a negative way. I just mean it out of love. And it made me feel good to see that you're growing. And I'm like, oh my God. So, and let me say this before you depart. text YouTube because I was trying to figure out because it was the summertime and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm only doing 50 people. Like I usually get at least 100, subscribers. So they text me back and told me, you're doing good. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
That's what they told me. So it left me to think, in spite of all the things that I may be doing wrong, they seem to think in time. Like they just told me, don't give up. You're doing the right thing. That's what they told me.
Yeah, y'all making good progress in a short period of time. Like I said, it's been years.
Oh,
like once again,
but that's because you probably weren't putting yourself in it like you are now.
Yeah, I wasn't putting myself out there, and I was a little afraid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but not now. Not now. Those.
Right, I ain't no more. Right?
No, that's right, girl. You go for it. Make that become a YouTube sensation. Yes. So I could say, I know her. Go ahead and get big.
But I'll come back and remember y'all, and I definitely, I'll talk about y'all a lot on my page.
Oh,
when I'm doing my readings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Some of my people are probably here too.
I will mention you. I didn't know if that was appropriate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listen, we all YouTube family over here.
Okay, I didn't know. You're funny about people. I would definitely promote you. What? Yes. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I did promote her to someone.
We gotta support each other.
Yes.
On here, right? Because there's so many other things on YouTube. It's not just the spiritual community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have to support each other. So yeah.
Well, you keep doing your spiritual stuff.
I got some other more people that want to answer questions or ask questions and stuff, but I just wanted to reach.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You know we love you over here. You know we're rooting for you. And you know when you're blessed, we're blessed. So I'm happy for you. I mean, I'm not jealous in that. I'm just excited because when I saw you growing, I was like, we got to be growing now because we were toe to toe. And now to see you like that, it made me happy.
That's motivation. That's inspiration. Right?
Yes. And I wanted to give you credit for that, and I want you to know I'm proud of you. You've been working over there and I love your stuff. And I like it when you talk of the deceased because technically, believe it or not, I'm a necromancer, born that way, for real. And the thing is, I wish we could talk. The thing is, I want to do it. I want to do it.
We might have to collaborate.
Girl, I can tap in this thing. You have no idea. But I hold back a lot because I never know how I'm going to present on screen. Like, I don't know if I'm going to go, I don't know how a spirit's going to do me.
You gotta let spirit do what it do, right?
You think so? I was waiting till I get a Patreon and I was going to do it. A couple of times I did it. I did it when I did the Queen,
Kate Middleton.
Kate Middleton. That came over me.
Okay.
It happened there.
I have to go back and see if I can find that one.
Kate Middleton. I did it. Oh my God. As a matter of fact, a blogger, Morelli, mentioned me. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I'm more leery of it. Just the other day, I did the news with the Crones and an entity came in, Mr. Rogers. I felt Mr. Rogers stepped right in. I felt my mouth curling up and I was talking like Mr. Rogers. Like I just felt that feeling. And he wanted to say anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he came off with a word, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Mr. Rogers was one of the main ones that was against, back then he really was, pushing children to be, protected. That's
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Because, he was one of the main ones because, they put a lot in the children's cartoons and things, right?
Oh, he was against that. Oh.
He was against that.
Yeah.
He was one of the, the good ones out there back in the day.
I know he was a minister because he allowed me to know that. Yeah. Exactly. So, but I channel people all the time. But like I said, I don't know how it's going to make me. And baby Crone, she thinks it's fascinating. And so.
Well, they always think it's fascinating until it happens. There's a lot of energy. It makes you tired.
Yeah, it makes you very, very tired. And if you can find that one.
When I do these readings, the dealing with. Honey, I don't be. That's why I don't try to do a lot of them. You know?
They exhaust you, don't they?
Yes, it's very.
But for me, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to notice when I'm feeling it. I just did a video and I tapped in. That was the one that it would do. I don't know what it was, and my crystal ball lit up.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
It definitely did.
It lit up. We went.
Yes, it was a.
And we were talking,
video
and we didn't see it with us. It's when we look back on the video.
Yes.
So I'm for real. I'm real, but I don't know. I don't show a lot because I don't want to offend people. I don't know.
Listen, you gotta get out of that.
Okay.
Mama Crone, you gotta get out of that.
Okay.
Right? Don't worry about that. See.
But what if people be afraid of me and don't want to be around me?
You are doing you. You do you. You
Okay.
understand? Because ain't nobody else do you better than you. So don't be worried about nobody being offended. If they on your channel, they clicked in to watch you. That's what I always say.
All right.
Then roll out. So show who you
all right.
are.
Well, I'll take it from you because you do what I do. And so you know it's real. And it's not something that you're going to claim you do. Because I live in a haunt. My house, I realize this. I don't know if you go through this. I'm sure it can let you go. I realize that I'm haunted. I realize that no matter where I live, it's going to be haunted. Because I draw in that energy.
Yeah,
I realize that. No, it's haunting.
I wouldn't even say haunted.
What would you say?
You would say that you're just able to be a higher up ascended spiritual being that's able to capture spirit.
That's true. But the reason why I say haunted, because I get spooked out.
Yeah, well, you can't be spooked.
I get spooked out. No. When somebody around me, no.
You ain't scared of spirit because you're able to do it.
No. Honestly.
Everybody else gonna think.
Honestly, no. But I'm saying outside of the cameras.
Nobody thinks. You do you.
Right, I agree. And I will definitely work on that. But outside of the cameras.
Show who you are. Because you're a beautiful being and you got spiritual gifts. Always utilize your spiritual gifts because they can become afflictions.
I will. You're right. But outside, the reason why I say haunted, because I lived in a haunted house. And I really.
You said
oh, my God, yes.
But don't carry that.
No, it's okay. Because everything worked together for the good in my life. So.
Correct. And listen to this. I always talk about this. Y'all follow me. So even though you remember you lived in a haunted house, and I love the stories and everything, continue to keep saying them and talking about them.
I haven't really got into it yet, but I want to one day.
That everything has duality.
Absolutely.
Everything is good and bad.
Right.
So regardless of it being haunted, it taught you some lessons.
Absolutely.
It put you in the place that you are. It gave you extra strength to take on anything that you can conquer right now. You can walk through adversity because you was in a haunted house. You ain't scared of the dark.
No, I'm not. No, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I wish I was like you. No, listen, maybe I need to be with you in person. No, I'm agreeing with 100, but this is what I want to say about being haunted. I had to realize that, like, you're dealing in spirit. So you're dealing with things that are living and you're dealing with things that are dead. So you're conjuring, you're summoning up. So when you're doing this, they could come in your house, not them, the energy. It's just
all the time.
right. And so you could it's
my security system going off in my house.
Right. Absolutely.
Spirit was here.
But you look at it like it's okay. Me, when I see a shadow, I see a shadow walking across the floor. I see a big bubble with a face in it. I don't take it that like I don't feel like you feel. I feel like that's how I feel.
You gotta come out of that. You can't be scared. Right?
I'm not. It's not that kind of a.
Do some cleanses.
I do. It's not that kind of afraid. It's not that.
I had to cleanse my whole body, and I understand spirit too. Right?
See, you just on a different plateau. It's different. Like I can't explain it. It's
you
like
get there. You got it. You just afraid to really tap into what you can showcase.
No, what I'm afraid of the residue. Like, I'm not afraid to go in.
Residue off of you.
It doesn't work. I'm telling you,
you got what we call spiritual hygiene.
I got you. It's not on me. It's in where I am.
Listen, we gotta have to get it together.
We have to get it together. We got to talk about this because I am, but there are some things, because that's what I'm saying. Before you go, I know that I'm haunted, not in a negative way. I don't
want you to say haunted.
But that's the best word that I can say that fit me.
I want you to say I am spiritually motivated to showcase my gifts. That's what I want you to say, not haunted. Haunted to me sounds like very demonic.
But if you look up the word haunting, it has nothing to do with demonic.
Yeah, but it does sound like that in reference of you making it seem dark and like ashamed of it.
No, I'm not ashamed. I'm saying this is the residue that follows. Baby Crone, you live with me. What do you say? It's real, right?
It is real.
It's real.
Baby Crone, like, I don't know.
No,
it's definitely real.
Yeah.
Right, it's real. And where I live on top of it.
Yes, especially in this room right here where we're recording. It is highly charged.
And my ancestor table is right there looking at us.
Hello.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you should be doing. Burning some incense.
I burn incense.
Yep,
I got the you don't see all my stuff up there for all the, what is that when you have, you're making spells or candles or whatever. It's all, yes, I got everything up there. I got a lot of stuff. I'm always into stuff, but like I said, I'm not afraid like that. It's a different kind of fear. My mother says that it's a holy fear. That's what my mother says. So I don't know, but we will talk. And I do like your advice, but and I think that maybe one day when we really sit down and you get a better idea of what I'm going through, you could probably maybe understand a little bit better of when I say with fear. I don't mean like fearful, but I can tell you it's the fear. Like if it was night and the lights went out, I wouldn't want to be in here by myself.
Oh no.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Now you got it. So now you understand.
I love the dark. I can sit in the dark. Now that is the best part. That's the best part. Okay, we'll talk.
Oh, I'm just fascinated. Well, anyway, I really enjoy you.
Yes.
Thank you for calling
Very
in.
enlightening.
Thank you so much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And you know we're supporting you. Okay, bye-bye, love. That was good. So where we at?
Yes, that was a good reading. Talking to all the cards.
So I guess we done did everything, right?
Yes. Did you want to quickly finish talking about Jaguar rights and how she was?
Yeah, go ahead. Take us into Jaguar rights. That was very good. Thank you. Thank you all in the cards. Please, y'all, if you guys out there, please look at her. She's wonderful. I love her work. She deals with, I like to think she deals with necromancy. And she deals with stars. She deals with astrology. She's really good in healing. You've seen her trying to heal me over the phone. Over the net. She's about healing. She's really into ancestors. She knows about spirituality of the blood. She is so diverse and so wise. Yes. You will do yourself a favor by just going to her station and just looking in. It's called All in the Cards. Now, before you go, it's ALL, all, and then remember, it's DA, the. And the cards is not spelled with a C, but it's spelled with a K. So it's All in the DA Cards, KARD.
Subscriber here was happy to see all the cards call in.
Huh?
I said a subscriber here was all excited.
Yeah, she has supported me now for months and months. Over a season. Yes. She was with us during the spring, summer, and we're heading into the fall. Thank you so much. So please support her. Yes, please. Right there. She's moving up. She's moving up. Be a part of that. So what happened now?
Yes, talking about how Jaguar Wright, in her cool, calm, collected self, she put on the best Jaguar to be on the world. We didn't get the internet Jaguar. She went in there exposed. She definitely got emotional.
She was very poised.
She was.
Very elegant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never seen that meticulous, hair done, had on her black. Mm-hmm. She showed up. She showed up.
Mm-hmm.
What you say?
I said she had on some
lips.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about my lips. She showed up. She showed out. I didn't know she was very poor. She didn't use profanity. And I loved it. And for me, Piers Morgan, he just seemed like he was riveted. Like, you know how he always had that stoic face, but he let her speak, you know. Did he believe her? Did he not? I think that he just found what she said so powerful and so damning. Like, okay, look, they're not here to defend themselves. Yes. Like but other than that, she stood her ground. She said how she felt. And then she's got witnesses and the guy, and that she herself participated in this lifestyle. So she understands it well. And she's been in the industry. So with that being said, she's naming Clive Davis, she's naming Beyonce and Diddy. She really won. This is what she wants. She believes that Jaguar Wright believes that Diddy didn't do it by himself. We all know that. We all know that. And we all know that Jay-Z and Diddy were creme de la creme. And if I must add, can I add?
Yes.
You're not going to like it, but can I? Ye was a part of the group at one point too. And we see that he can be a sexual deviant. It seems like everybody that hung in that group or in that clique, Jamie Foxx, what's his name? Little boy, little man, Hart. Kevin, not a boy, Kevin Hart, all of the ones that hung in that, they all have problems with sex. Either they are liars and cheaters, pumpkin eaters, or they are bisexual, or they hiding in corners.
Oh, all in the cards gave us $9.99. Thank you
for
the donation. She said peace and love to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you. That was so kind.
Yes.
Thank you. That's our sister station.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, go
so
support her.
She's growing and she's doing it and I'm proud of her.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead. What were you saying about her?
Yes, that Jaguar Wright is taking the time to expose the industry. And also that she really wants to take down Jay-Z.
I think that she wants Diddy because he asked her and she like, no, not until they are all done. In other words, Jay-Z, him. And when I heard that Ashton Kutcher wife left him because of this, what's her name? Mina, Kuna, whatever her name is. His wife left him because of this. I heard the same thing happen with Ben. It was over this. They didn't say it, but this is what is out in the world. That's what I heard. I can't, that's what I'm saying. If I was Beyonce, but people already putting her in. Yes. So if I was Beyonce, I would do what Ashton Kutcher wife did. Leave when I find out, not leave before.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense to me. That's what I was saying. I wouldn't leave now. You'd be on me. But if it's, I'm just, that's true, that's true. And that's what they said Ben did. That he bailed out. He heard this deuces, saw some things, heard some things. People was talking. He heard, got nervous. Jennifer, they talked about it. This is what I heard. And he bailed. Didn't want it. He didn't want no dealings with her. He was turned off by her. Didn't want no dealings. And I guess she's looking at it like, you know that I was with Diddy after you. And he probably said, yeah, but I didn't know all of that. You know, so also in the news, it is said that TD Jakes, I heard this, how true it is, since the day that Diddy got arrested, right? Yeah. He has not preached or him or his daughter. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that he's gone in hiatus. And I heard that TD Jakes is a nervous wreck.
Oh, he should
What
be.
I heard was he got involved with Diddy later on and that he was a part of Diddy's change, of wanting to be a better man. And I don't know how you want to be a better man when you're over there doing bisexual things. And I think that they said that his wife was a bird. I don't know. Is it a beard?
Yes, a beard.
A beard, and that she allowed it. However, I heard with TD Jakes, him and his wife got in a big fight. It was really a mess. Things fell apart. I don't know what's going on with the Jakes. All I know is that he's a big name.
Yes.
Also, so many big names, and clearly, if these are the names that's coming out now, Justin Bieber, Usher, TD Jakes, Ashton Kutcher, who else?
Oh, there's so
and
many.
what about this little kid, about a little boy? It's got like all these people coming out. I have to say, do you think that Diddy did all of this, or do you think he had, it was much help? What is it?
On the cards made a joke saying they called him TD Takes.
That's right. That's what he does. He's a Jake the Snake that takes. That's what he is. So, but all of these things are going on. And what else? So I don't know. And people are talking, and there are people who believe that Diddy going to walk. Believe that. And I believe that it depends on who we give up. But if he gives up somebody, how he going to ever walk? I don't care if they let him out.
That's true.
Because this is money play. This is money ball up here.
We'll have a bigger time.
And that's why I'm saying I don't know. I really don't know if Diddy will talk. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he will or not.
I don't know if he will talk. But if he does, then how free is he?
Exactly.
How free is he? And Jaguar, she's talking. I hope she have a lawyer. I hope that she's covered. Because to me, I'm not wishing no bad luck on her. According to what I heard, I thought the Jaguar, how many children Jaguar right had?
Let me see. But yeah, she now has went from talking on, like we say, down here and on the down low, and has now made it to big media on Piers Morgan.
She on Piers Morgan. She across the ocean. She all the way up on over there talking. Yeah, and she did good. She stood her ground. I was proud of her. She was really good, honestly. She made her points, and she didn't care what anyone had to say about it.
Yes, all of the cards said, I think they will shut him down before he goes Nino Brown on the stand.
I agree. Too much. This is starting to be too much. And I think that he could walk. It depends on who he give up. But if he does, this is Powerball. We are playing with the money that you have no idea. Anytime you offer a judge 50 million, I ain't never heard of such. 50 million?
Yes.
A million? 50? To walk free?
Yes. He's for real.
I'm telling you. See, my opinion, y'all can throw eggs later. My opinion, had it been me, let me go there.
Okay.
When I was out in my freedom, the moment that tape went, I would have gone. I would have set my house in order, and I would have went undercover, and I would have left, and never to be seen again. I wouldn't have told my family. Yeah. I may have told one person. I don't know who. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Maybe Rex, they would already think.
They would think you already know. So I wouldn't tell you because you couldn't fake it. Because you'd be so devastated that I didn't tell you. Yeah.
And then maybe if they try to put me on some like hypnosis,
you wouldn't be able to tell them anything.
Exactly. She really don't know.
She didn't. I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell anyone. I would tell someone. But I don't know who that someone would be.
That's a good point.
Because I couldn't tell you. Because they will come for you.
Right, exactly.
I couldn't come for you.
Then that leaves you with a big question mark of who else could I trust?
But I would get in contact with you. I would get in contact with you probably a year or two later.
Okay, fair enough.
I would try my best. I would. If you kept the station, I don't know. I would get in contact with you some kind of way. because it would have to be, because I don't know, would they be checking the phone, checking the mail, because they be out on me.
Maybe then we'll practice astral projecting. We can meet in spirit.
But I would have to get through to you. I don't know how.
That's true.
I would have to think of all that, or maybe tell you something like weeks and weeks before I go.
Sure.
And give you a code. Like if you should ever hear a code like PPPP, just know I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that.
All in the card said telekinesis.
Telekinesis, yeah, something. But I don't know if I would tell. But honestly, I would have left. Because they're holding him with what he might do.
Yes.
And they're saying that he coerced and tormented people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how true it is because Hollywood is not talking. But they say that who he has to bring out, it's a lot to bring out. Mm-hmm. Now, that's what I have to say on Diddy. But I got to talk about this one thing before we go. I have to. And that is Meg Thee Stallion. I'm starting to feel a little offended.
Yeah,
honestly. Every
honestly.
time Black women or Black people, mainly women, the Black women. I'm talking about the sweet berry, the darker the berry. I'm talking about the sweet raspberries, the blueberries. I'm talking about them, the deep, dark juices. Why is it when they coming up, they showing their color, they are so beautiful because it was their color that got them there. Exactly. But now they at the higher ranks. Why are they turning into the color of Beyonce? Why is Meg, put pictures up, please, yes, if you can. I will. Why is Meg turning white?
You'll see it in editing.
in her pictures? What is that? Why?
Yes.
Baby Crone, you talk about it. You brought it to my attention, get me all worked up over this. I get angry because there it is again, another reason to be ashamed of your color. It was your color that got you there.
Yes.
So why are you changing your color? I don't understand.
Yes. Proof of evidence right here. Hold on. I will put a timestamp to exactly point this out.
I don't get it. See? She's fairer than me.
Right here, you can see she posed for Billboard. You see how dark she looks. But then when you go to her Instagram and look at all these pictures I'm showing you, she looks whitewashed.
She's whitewashed. Why? She's so beautiful. Yes. She's a beautiful, I don't know what color. I'm scared to say brown woman. Beautiful. And I don't understand, like Beyonce. Why is it when you move up in the ranks and you getting high in these salons up here, the eye salons, where all this money, all this power, you feel like now... Even Serena, they did the same thing. What's up there that what is up there when you get to the lights and you up there, y'all see my tooth? You up there at the lights and you see it and then all of a sudden you just turn yellow. What happens? Is it the light shines on them and they're like,
yes, that's what it is.
You see the light and you just turn yellow? Beyonce, who was already fair. Met all of them. Tell me.
I have no idea.
Nicki Minaj did it? Why?
I have no idea what.
It makes me feel so sad that we're still in that. You don't see it from Black men.
No.
Why Black women have to change? Okay, it's okay you want to wear blondes. Okay. But now it's like you want to get lighter and lighter. Why the filters? Why that? Yes. I don't get it. Because my beef is this, and I'm done with this. And Baby Crone, you can take it out of that.
Okay.
My beef is it was your color. It was your ebony.
Yes,
it was your ebony skin that got you where you are.
Yes.
Now that you are where you are, why you want to become ivory? I don't understand. On the same contrast, Carly B is fair.
Yes.
As she move up the ranks,
right,
she gets tanner.
She does.
I don't understand. We pulled up that.
Yes, it's definitely a
Carly B is fair. But she shows up as 10.
She does.
What's going on when they get up there? What's going on?
I call it the Hollywood trap.
Okay.
Because it just seems like, and actually, you know what? Even though this is a whole sidebar from skin, but just talking about how when you get higher up in the echelons, you just want to start looking like a particular type of woman.
And I don't know why, because
Yes.
blacks are it now. Being black in America, I just seen a video where this guy, he said that on TikTok, he said his mother, and I agree, his mother said to him, wherever you go in the world,
Yes.
you can, if you ever in trouble, see a black woman. I am not saying that because I'm a black woman. I'm a mixed black woman. And I am not saying it because of that. I am saying it because I have found that to be true in my life. I have been in trouble, and it could be people around, and it'll be a black woman that come to my rescue. I, as a black woman, has helped other black women that I've seen in trouble. I've taken black women that I've seen a black woman in my life in a fight with her boyfriend. I pulled over to the car and I called her. As a matter of fact, she almost threw up in my car. And I said, look, I heard her go, I said, please, whatever you do, don't throw up in my car. She said, okay, I won't. And she didn't. Because I heard it coming. I was like, wait a minute. Just because I pulled you over. No. And she said, I won't. And she was hysterical. But I saw her. I did that. I've seen people lost on the road. You need me to call 911? Have we not?
Mm-hmm.
So I say that I've been in grocery stores. I was in a grocery store once, and a woman out of nowhere, she just, black woman, paid for my groceries for no reason, because I was short.
Mm-hmm.
I was short something.
Yes, you was short.
I was short. I was embarrassed that I was short, but it wasn't I was short. I didn't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to get it or something.
Yeah, you had to get it out the account.
And she didn't allow it because I thought I was rushing her in line, because I thought she was standing behind me being in line. So when I went to do it, she said to the cash register, pay that bill. I could have fell out. But by the time they got finished registering my food, it was fast. I ran out to thank her. I thanked her when she was in the store, but she said, don't thank me. Don't thank me. Thank you. Don't thank me. I wanted to do it. Thank you. And how many times have I done stuff like that?
Yes, you have.
So when she did it to me, it let me know, okay, play it forward. Because I always play it forward. But remember, when you play it forward, good things going to happen to you too. So be ready to receive it.
That's true.
So don't be like, oh, I always do it, but I'm too good to take. But she did it in a way where I couldn't get back. She paid it and ran. Okay?
Yes.
She darted out that store. She like, y'all not going to get me, right?
Yes.
She knew I was coming, but I appreciate it. I say all that to say these were black women. I've had teachers, Miss Washington, who was a blessing. Miss Dorothy Washington was a blessing to my soul. I am who I am because of her. Miss Smith, Mrs. Williams, my 6th grade teacher, blessing. Miss Watts, who helped me to read. I've had so many teachers and people in my life, a godmother, Juanita, when I was feeling bad, who told me I was pretty and I wasn't odd. I've had black folks, women, people that just loved on me. I had a friend whose name was Pinky Shell, who was my friend, and she always listened and made me feel good about myself. I've had black women in my life through years that made me feel good, and not even mentioning my own family. Baby Crone, who makes me feel good when I'm feeling down sometimes. So I'm not saying it because it's just what you say, because if it was like that, I wouldn't say anything at all. But I will say that about black women. I can say that we have a gift, and that gift is to love on others. Mm-hmm. And some of us, not all of us, are walking in love. So we get that. But a big bulk of us, that if you took us in collectively, just like all in the cars, just call love, just loved on us. So don't tell me that black women, I'm saying it happens today, and it makes me be proud. And can I say, I have never had a white woman that just love on me for no reason. I'm not saying that to be funny. I never had a white woman just come and give me something. just because. And I've had many white friends. Never. I've did them. But I've had friends, I've had friends, and I've had black friends, older friends that has loved on me. You even in the church and out.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's a true statement. And I just wanted to hop in on that and thank that brother for putting that video out there. And I know that you have a lot of black women out there saying, but what have they done for me? I'm sick of being the blunt. Yeah, you use me. Yeah, y'all you missing the point. You were born to suffer because you have the gift of love. You have the gift to forgive. You have the gift to help somebody that's in need. You have the gift to be a mother to a motherless, to a friend to a friendless. Maybe not you, but a lot of black women can just gravitate to people, Asian. They don't have a color. We can see you without color. Not all, but if you did, a whole black women will stand out as know how to love. You know, they even talk about it, grandma in the movie, mammies in the movies. It's truth. And I speak from a black woman that is a part of giving and giving back. What you say?
Yes, most
And I
definitely.
just wanted to say it, stand on that, baby Crone. Was that too much?
No, it wasn't too much because that exactly hones in on the point of why it is sad to see Megan Thee Stallion whitewash herself on her own page at that. So she is purposely putting it out there.
She's so beautiful. And the body, body, yada, 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 yada.
For real.
Really? And I hate it. Why? Because I don't want to see a light-skinned Meg. I want to see Meg in her color because that's who made it. That's who twerked her way. That's who rapped her way. It was Meg, the stallion, a black woman of a darker skin, an ebony black woman who did it. It wasn't a light-skinned Beyonce that did that. That was Meg.
Yeah.
Come back, Meg.
Please.
We love you. You are beautiful. That's all we have to say. Did I tell Meg off?
No, you did not.
Now, you all may not see it, but go look at it for yourself.
Please check
and
out
it
her
could be the
Instagram.
camera, but if you're doing this on camera, it just be a matter of time before you start doing it for real.
Right. And yes, you could, like you said, you could argue that it's the lighting.
No, but she's doing this she's got perfect lighting, so she can do that.
Exactly, because when she goes and takes pictures for a professional, I mean, they're all professional, but for like an actual company and be on like a cover of a magazine or something like that, they go and make sure they color match her right.
But I did see her first video. I think she was fair on that one too. So it ain't always light. Baby Crone is under light. I'm under light. And Baby Crone, why you don't look? And Meg Thee Stallion is not that lighter than you. Mm-hmm. So I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't get it. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to the table. Yes. So you had our review, our catch up with the Diddy, but they call him the Diddler. That's what she called him, the Diddler.
Diddler.
We call him the Diddy, but I think his name is the Diddler. So we got the Diddler, and a part of me, I don't know what to think. I just know this.
Okay.
For the right price, you can pay for anything. And what they want money. They don't want money. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Answer, what's going on?
Oh.
What happened?
I don't know. I was trying to get back. I have no idea who just called. Or was that me? I have no idea. I wasn't doing anything. If somebody
please call back.
If you could please call back.
Please.
I have no idea what just happened.
Please call back.
Yes.
I'll just leave it on for 5 minutes for you to just call back. You know?
Yes.
So like I said, what was I saying?
Talking about the Diddler and the Diddy and the cases and the trial. And
I just want to see if Ashton Kutcher came out and his wife, I was blown away. I said, we got to go live. We meant to do this early today, but it crept up later. We got to looking.
Yes, we did.
Looking at news, looking at Tia and Tamara.
Oh, yes.
Fell in love with Tamara.
Yes, we did.
Her Instagram page. Yep. Loved it. We were there for about an hour. Then we got into her brother. What's his name?
Trevor.
Got into him, and they were so delightful, especially Tamara. Her Instagram was so delightful.
Yes.
Her skits, she's funny. It was just wonderful.
There we go. Hello?
Hello, is
Hello.
this Baby Crone?
Yes, this is Baby Crone.
Hi, Baby Crone and Lady Crone. This is Spring. How you doing?
Oh,
Hi.
hi, Spring.
Hi, Spring. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fine. I'm just calling in just for a minute. I just happened to catch you guys on live.
Wonderful.
Yes, and I just wanted to call in.
Oh, thank you, Spring.
But yeah, you guys are doing okay?
Yeah, we're doing good. What about yourself?
I'm doing fine.
Okay.
Everything is good.
That's good.
So I just wanted to just call in just for a minute on this Diddy song.
Okay, please make a statement. Come on, bring it.
Okay. And so one thing I want to say is I think there's a lesson that we all can learn from what's happening with him. And I think that it comes from his childhood. These behaviors and things that's showing up, I would think that it's coming from childhood. A lot of hurt and pain and some trauma that's there. And this is what we're seeing from him now is what happens when those issues are left unaddressed.
It's true.
When you look at him, look at the grandiosity that he has, where he just thinks he's the greatest. And the attention seeking, control issues, the manipulation, exploiting others, if it is true, so I'm going to say allegedly,
Yes.
exploiting others, being abusive, dismissing folks, all of that, the love bombing to trick people into, deceive them. All of that is it comes from the childhood. Now,
Trauma.
we don't know much about the childhood. We hear the dad was a drug dealer and mom, I don't know if she was a madam or she was in there with dad.
Really? Wow. Okay.
But we hear this, but what happens is there's a lot of repressed stuff, I think, that's going on with him that's not been resolved. And when I say repressed, I'm thinking of like emotions, things that may have happened in childhood.
Most definitely.
Yeah, not specific occurrences, but I'm talking about the emotional part. When we look at those emotions, I can see where there's anger that's there, there's fear. I think he's scared. There's fear, there's shame, sadness, there's some anxiety, depression, there's guilt, a disappointment. Maybe he didn't stack up to what others thought he was expected of him or he was going to be. There's embarrassment. He's resentful, jealous, and possibly there could be some abandonment in his past, maybe some betrayal, some distrust.
And he could have been handled too. He could have been, because he's bisexual, and I'm not saying because I don't know, but it looks like because he's abusive to women, it looks like he's been handled when he was younger.
Yeah,
Somebody must have turned him on to this. He's been touched.
Acting out can be an indicator of sexual abuse. So he's got all of that going on for him, and this is stuff that's been untreated from the past. That has never been addressed. The patterns that have gone on for years. And that's pretty much what I wanted to just call.
Well, before you go, I have a question. Because we might as well deal with it. So what do you think about Jay-Z?
So not much is coming out. I mean, there's allegations or people assuming.
But they are the best of friends. And we grew up, birds of a feather, flock together. There ain't no way you can be in all that. And even if you were, how can you close your eyes? Because they gave a story where Beyonce saw Diddy hit a girl, hit Cassie and knocked her to the ground. And it said that she didn't like it and she fussed at Jay-Z about it. There's another incident that they said that Beyonce was there when they were making the game. And they sent them people out to walk to get her a slice of, cheesecake. And they walk. So I'm telling you, you can't be around this stuff and not see stuff.
Yeah.
And not do anything about it.
And that leaves me with Nikki too. Nikki is doing a lot of talking. You mean, Nikki, you seen all this and you didn't say anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about all of these people?
Yeah. I think it's gonna come out. Of course, names are gonna drop.
Woo!
Some we're gonna be surprised, and some we're not gonna be surprised
Mm-hmm.
because they were what do you call them? Stand buyers or
Yep. Enablers.
in the room where they knew about it and
Yep.
transaction and all the activity, and if it had to deal with underage kids and stuff, that's awful.
Right.
And so judgment shall be had.
Right. And it's so sad. Yes. And I'm glad that this kingdom of darkness is coming down. When I first came on YouTube, I did Holly Witches. And this is what led me because I knew that this kingdom was coming down.
Wow.
I knew it 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. I did Holly Witches, and that's what led me here to come and speak on that. And to my surprise, 2 years later, it's coming down. And unfortunately, I don't know what Beyonce is going to have to do with it, but she could be tangled in it some kind of way.
She could be. We shall see.
We will.
And I wanted to just say that those things that we're talking about, a lot of that comes from childhood.
Yes.
Being in an environment and being exposed to drugs.
Like R. Kelly.
Sexual abuse and all of that. Now, and who knows, his mom, I don't care how old she is, if she's in her 80s.
Yeah.
She may be involved just as well.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised at nothing anymore. Nothing. And that's when I say to people, I feel sad that this is happening to a black man. I know that he was turned out by somebody in the industry. Somebody wanted him there. Yeah. Somebody wanted him to face. He's a part of a deep something. He's a part of an organization that run deep and that is still waters, he ain't going to do but so much talking. And if so, I can't imagine him ever being able to walk the streets.
Yeah.
And I worry about Jaguar Wright. Should I? Or they just look at her as a nut and just say, what do you think about Jaguar?
Mm-hmm. I think she was there. I think she knows a lot. As far as her adding on stuff to the story, who knows?
I think she know people.
Huh?
I think she know people.
Yes, she does. She was back then.
Mm-hmm. She know people tell her stuff because they want her to talk.
Mm-hmm. I think she needs to be careful, though.
Me too.
Keep her head on the swivel.
I do.
For quite a while, and I just pray for safety for her.
I do.
And I pray for the victims that have experienced this. Mm-hmm. And it may sound strange, but I also pray for P. Diddy also. You
of
can't
course.
pray for one and not the other.
That's what I'm saying. We agree. I agree.
Yes, that he gets his healing that he needs. And judgment is coming, and that is what he needs. Now it's time for him to pay the piper.
Absolutely.
That's part of those activities. And then you bring drugs on top of it too, the manipulation. Wow.
And and I said this in my reading on him, he was drinking and drugging, taking stuff. So why he in jail, he had to go, he going through detox.
Oh yeah.
He having a rough time. When they say he ain't eating, he going through detox. And he ain't eating that food. He probably been sick. I want to know what he looked like. He probably haven't had a haircut, haven't had no color. What? And going through a detox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what happens is during that detox, he's going to have a lot of physical ailments, not just the mental, the physical ailments and stuff, because he's been using a long time.
Absolutely.
And those organs are damaged.
Yes,
but
and he ain't no young man either. Mm-hmm.
That also.
Mm-hmm.
And with those substances on board, those substances are what mask his true feelings and stuff or whatever. Taking the drugs all that time and over the years, that kind of blocks your emotions.
Absolutely.
And so when you move that out of the way, so when a person goes in for mental health treatment and they've got substances, they got dual diagnosis, they got a co-occurring where they got both mental health and then they got the substance use disorder. You have to treat the substance use disorder first to get that out of the way. Then you can get to the mental health, because that kind of is like a shield. I don't know if I'm using the right words. I can't think right now.
I understand what you're saying.
But so what he's going through right now, he's really feeling it now.
He's feeling that.
Yes, all those feelings were masked before in that addiction and with the drugs and stuff.
And now he's going through it raw.
It's leaving his system or it either has gone. So now we got to really deal with stuff now.
Ooh, it's going to be terrible.
They may have to keep him on suicidal watch.
I think so. I called it though.
The standard, the mandatory, like standard for everybody to enter. They come in pretty much suicide watch, because that's a drastic change.
It's a drastic change. His appetite changed, his food. Remember, this man is used to eating the creme de la creme, and now he's eating what we wouldn't eat. You know, and their diets don't really come with, they said prisoners don't really have like vegetables and stuff. So they don't eat that. They eat a lot of starchy foods. So my goodness, poor thing. I feel sad for him, but
I do too. But
thank you for understanding that. But he gotta pay. He gotta pay. He could repent and turn over and become a better man.
Yes. And so I was just saying.
Thank you.
Stuff is really the child is in him. That's what that is. It's because the parents, they failed him in his life.
They did.
Didn't show up for him like they should have shown up. And he was exposed to all types of things, is what I would assume.
Yes.
So now we got a monster on our hands.
We have a monster.
But what it does is, and I'm not going to give him a diagnosis because I'm not sitting in front of him and assessing him. I can't do that because I haven't met with him.
Right.
But I there's some traits and stuff that's there. And this is what happens. If those things are left unaddressed, it can lead to mental illness. When you get the mental illness hereditary, where it's in the blood, in the genes, in the bloodline. Some diseases are passed down like that, but then some are a product of your environment.
That's true.
So this is what we're dealing with. And so there is some personality stuff that's there, some narcissistic stuff that's going on.
Yes.
Maybe some borderline personality. He's got some issues and stuff that's going on. And it's been unchecked.
I agree.
I'm sure all of his life. I've never heard that he's gone to therapy, but everybody don't say that they go to therapy or they see a psychiatrist. Some people don't tell that. But that's part of one of the things that's kind of wrong with the black race, I'll say.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things, and that goes all the way back to slavery, because the slaves have to depend on. They had their church, their hymns, they sang, and they had each other.
There
was no therapy back then.
Absolutely.
And then we moved forward where there was therapy. Blacks didn't get therapy.
It was church. Church was your therapy.
The rich people got therapy.
That's right.
As we move forward to today, people are seeing that everybody needs therapy.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
We all been hurt.
Yeah. And I understand the black race not trusting the medical field and stuff because of those experiments and stuff they did in the past.
Yes, they did.
And stuff. So I understand that.
Yes.
That not having that trust, but still. He had enough money and there was enough people around him to be able, you can't make a person get therapy, but there was enough people around him that I hope that tried to at least encourage him to get some therapy. They saw that the crimes and stuff he was committing.
Now, I heard that this is a bad person to study with, get therapy from, but I heard that T.D. Jakes was turning his life around, and that T.D. Jakes was his mentor, and that T.D. Jakes was really helping him.
He may have been.
I truly do, but got caught up in it.
But how many times are you going to go and be around them? I could be a therapist, but I'm not going to go to the crack house where they shoot.
Girl, you preached it. You preached that, yes.
I might have to do that once or twice for an emergency, just to connect and engage.
You're right.
After that, it's like I'm not coming back up in the drug house.
You're right.
If you think that you have to come into my environment.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
Was there something else that was that cool for TDJ? I don't know how many times he's gone to the parties.
Enough where he ain't preaching. Enough where he on hiding. I hope for me, if I was TD Jakes, I would just sit down. Period.
He didn't say nothing. We don't hear anything from him.
Yeah, he was preaching, but when Diddy got arrested, TD Jakes went blank. So I've been trying to find out, has he did any messages? But from what I noticed, he haven't done any. But I was checking to see, has he did any messages? Because he hadn't did any since a couple of weeks ago when Diddy got arrested.
I didn't see where he said anything then.
He did well. TD Jakes has been saying to his audience that, he dad don't listen to that. You know how you
Oh,
preach
okay,
it.
I did see that where he was saying he can, he'll be forgiven, that kind of thing. All I got to do is repent, and I'll be forgiven. Kind of like that.
Yeah. And don't forget the part, have you ever been swallowed?
Oh my! What, say that again?
Have you ever been swallowed? He was swallowed.
up.
He got swallowed up. And
Yeah.
out of being good, and I think when he said that, he could have meant he got swallowed up, because he said, have you ever been swallowed?
Mhm.
And I think he got swallowed up. I think this is what I think about TD Jakes. I think TD Jakes has been bisexual for a long time. That has been a talk in Maryland forever. TD Jakes used to come to Maryland and preach all the time before he was famous as TD Jakes. He always could preach. I knew TD Jakes when TD Jakes was probably in his 30s or 20s. I remember TD Jakes going to a church. I'm telling you the truth. TD Jakes could set a church on fire. Back in those days, back in the 90s and the late 80s, I knew TD Jakes. I was young, but I was still old enough to know. I wasn't a little kid. I was a young adult, but I knew him. He came to church because I was really in the churches back then. And I remember he would wear his little brand over shoes. He was fat. He looked poor. No. Seriously, he had his tie bunched up. He had no money. To what I look at TD Jakes now, to the TD Jakes that he was not no handsome person. Okay? But money has brought TD Jakes a long way. So it's always been a talk that TD Jakes was a little sugary.
And if that is, that means being around P. Diddy and his crew, that was a familiar spirit to him.
Because if you saw TD Jakes in real life, he would talk with his hands bent.
Oh my God!
No, he had feminine ways. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He had feminine ways about him. You see it even when he does his show, even the way he talks, and you see it. But I guess because he's the great TD Jakes and he's a master of words, we don't see his frailties.
Yeah.
We just look at him.
There's a thin line of being a master in something, and being a genius like, and being insane. And
being swallowed up. And so now for me, at this point, I don't subscribe to him.
Yeah.
Because if I have to do that to Eddie Long and all the other people, I'm so disappointed in our black men. And I never, ever thought, I really thought that TD Jakes overrode that gay thing in him, understanding that he had 2 gay sons, understanding all of this. It has really rattled me.
Yeah.
Sad. So when you come to the church, you come sick, right?
Yep.
So, Spring, I'm so glad that you called us in. This was such a blessing.
It was nice talking to you guys.
Yes.
And the message is that we need to, for those that need it, there's nothing wrong with reaching out and asking for help and getting a therapist.
I agree.
So, you know, the things ain't right in your life and your relationships and stuff are not right, and some stuff that's going on in your environment, even if it's by other people. Reach out and get yourself therapy before you fall into the rabbit hole.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because once you fall into Alice in Wonderland, it's hard to get out.
Yep.
So you're right. So we thank you for your therapy.
Yes.
Everyone, she's a therapist.
I'll be catching up with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Be blessed.
You be blessed as well. Thank you 1,000 times for calling in. We so appreciate it.
You guys.
Thank you. And we enjoy having you join us. Thank you 1,000 times. Well, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, love. Well, that's it. We good? We good? No one ready?
No.
Okay, so this is it. That was Spring. She's a therapist, and I forgot where she's from, but she's a therapist, and she calls and she gives us her therapy, from the the professional point of view, and that's what she did, and we really, really appreciate it. We also appreciated the 2 callers that called in for readings. We thank you. We also thank my girl, our sister in quad, and that is all in the cards.
Yes.
Thank you for gracing us. You have made our night. Thank you 100 and 1,000. You can't have 100 and 1,000, but I can have 100,000%.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And with that, we say good night.
Yes.
Sunflowers.